Hey, what's up guys, June here. In today's video, we're going over the week of August 29th, 2022. It's been a while since I've done a video. I've been busy with work. I got trading as work, but I also have other jobs and responsibilities I have to attend to, and there was a bit of a change in that regard, so I had to tend to that. However, I have been lacking on the reviews. There was some amount of time in the week where I could have done one and I did not, and as a result I think my I know my trading has gone off, not off a cliff, but has reduced in volume when it comes to trade skill, effort. So we're going to start it back up. I'm not going to try to catch up on every single week that I've missed. Over time, I'll post the trades I did take, but it's just been mostly losers. Small losers, just slowly lowering down the count, but there's trades that I could be taking. With that said, the markets haven't been too good as well. There is pockets of opportunity in between, but if you miss them, you miss them. I think the market's in one of these spots where, look, it's pretty tricky. We're in a decision where the market's waiting for a few things, so we're not trending great. There's some pockets of volatility, but if you're not at the charts, or rather if the pockets of volatility are not in the morning, then I'm not going to be trading them. Regardless, we're going to be going over the week of August 29th as well. I'm going to see if I can go into some of the other trades I've been taking throughout the past month or so that I've been away from doing reviews. So anyways, finished up on -2 trades. First one, the context is the Russell. We're going down. There's not really a swing that I'm attaching myself to, so this is more of a momentum idea, with the idea being, well, this is kind of a gap right here, so I'm just trying to push that, do a continuation of the momentum. And what ended up happening, we built a range. What I'm noticing more and more, if you just pay attention to the swings, it's just, I don't know, it's getting harder. Like I'm getting more picky with my trades and my ideas, but I'm also losing out. So if I'm following this, so this would be the gap slide LSB. We're following that. We didn't break it, and then we have a shelf right here or some sort of level. And I said, okay, well, we watched that idea, zoom, checking the trade back down. So I'm going to be doing more review to see how this plays out, because there's the horizontal, but if you just watch the swings, the bigger swings, it's still doing that. And it's not like this is completely horizontal. There's still an up sloper to this. The inverse of this idea is you take a long right here. But what I'm noticing is, well, we're back at the top. I don't know. Regardless, that was the trade I took. Didn't work out. Next up, we have the Dow. It's the same day? No. A very similar idea. So this was the swing I was playing on the 20-minute. Right here, right here. I guess I didn't. Well, I drew it there, then I pulled it over, but that's what I was basing off of. And then this would be the effort reverse. So this was a bigger swing on the 20-minute. I said this was a range. It watched it, came back to it, and went back down. And I was looking for double the range target or graceful exit, because at that point, it's the ongoing risk reward is not great. But again, this is another thing I was talking about. Whoops. Right here. Bang. Take it over. So this is the scenario, really. The market has been doing this over and over, and I keep getting caught into this. I think there's something, and then there's not. I think this is becoming more and more of a pattern, and I keep taking these trades, so I'm consistent in that sense, but I'm consistently going the wrong way. So the idea would be, well, if this swing achieves and it breaks, consider the momentum or be more tuned into up. I don't know how to describe it. I'm just gonna notice it for now, and we're gonna continue going forward. Other ways to view this market, right? It's going up, going up, going up, expansion. Was there any way to take? You could take the long here, but say if I was into taking a long, I take the long here. We're not necessarily at the top. We're nowhere near the top. But then I'd be paying attention to this as the true level. Like, oh, but if you take it with swings, it didn't reach the top. Still up here, span, could go long. Go along there. Where would the stop be? You know, if I'm looking this or something. I'm a little more tuned into the press, to be honest. Take it here, take the trade. This is the problem with this one. I guess that would have been the trade, really. Unless you're paying attention to the LSB based on this swing, but I don't know. Is there a right side entry? Unless you want to use that. I wouldn't say there's much of a right side entry. This would be a left side entry if you want to take it long. But again, I don't know. Because the alternative, well, look, if you want to talk extremes, the true level would be this one. So maybe you want the entry to be around here, but right side of the pivot. Regardless. All right, so we're going to go to some other charts. September 5th, that's this week. I'm not gonna go over it. Yeah, I'm doing this review a week later, of course. I'll go over the September 5th trades. Upcoming. Okay, August 2nd. Oh shit, quite a few. Oh yeah, so this is a good amount of missed trades. All right, so what's the context of this one? What I'm noticing is the Forex markets are very difficult to trade. Like they're not, I don't know, they're just very messy. Although this is attached to the dollar, so maybe that's the reason. So what's happening here? Well, if you consider this the LSB, comes here, I'm watching it. Where to come back to? The gap. Okay. Can we have a reaction off gap? Likely, I guess. Could be the way. And it tried and it failed. Nope. This was a good zoom entry right on here. The difference being is this swing achieved. We zoomed it, bam, entry. Conservatively right here, it went much higher. And then over here, there wasn't any entry. It went a bit lower than even this swing. Regardless, there's a trade up to here at the very least. All right, next up we have the 6J. So context is, well, that's news of some sorts. I think this was PMI or something like that. Consumer index, maybe CPI. Swing, comes back. This is essentially effort reverser into the gap slide, right? Gap slide. Notice how this frequency changed right here. So okay, we're paying attention to it. Come down. This is one move, so we can pay attention to the smaller swings. Swap. Entry right there, easy. Entry right here. Albeit this did go back and came all the way back down, so that's something to note. There's even right side entry right here. Zoom. Oh, this was unfortunate. Yeah, so I wasn't paying attention to a trade, to news. I'm used to seeing the markets I trade, the equities, always being in red for the most part, and some of the crude oil news events are in yellow. I'm on Forex Factory, and I wasn't paying attention. And zoom, I was like, crap. As soon as this happened, like what happened, I looked, oh, Forex Factory. So this was a mistake on my part. My stop was there. I tried to, no, I moved to break even, I think, right here. And I got zoomed. So I walked away not too scathed. This could have been a lot worse. What was the entire trade? Well, here's a swing, expansion. And then on the 20-minute, I just took it up to the try because it was already more than 3-1 in terms of actual swing. You know, I'm following this teal or blue. Zoom. We're doing that swing. Bam, right into here. 3-1 right there, but you know, just waiting up here. Didn't work out. So that's fine. There's just news, so maybe even not even take it. I was looking to trade this one. This trade right here. This was a no-fill. Same with this one. This is GC. So what are we doing? Slamming down. Boom, zoom up. Okay, well, momentum to the upside for now. And I tried to get an entry. Did not work out. So this was a trade based on the expansion trade failing. So it failed to produce anything. Or no, an expansion trade. The expansion of this swing failed. Why am I making that distinction? Well, say this expansion swing achieved, and then we're looking at to repeat that leg, and that fails. That's something that happens often, or happens more or less, and it's very interesting. Okay, so that was that week. We'll go over quickly August 1. Okay, yeah, so there was a stretch for 2 weeks, week and a half that I didn't trade at all because, well, I wasn't at the markets. I had stuff in the morning. All right, so what's this one? Did I go over this trade? These markets? Probably not. What's this trade? Well, all right, following the Russell. We're doing this swing. We're doing, we grew a bit. Yeah, we grew a bit. Came here. We did some sort of wash of this other swing. I don't know. Came here. Boom, LSB. Entry. I was looking to trade up to here. But seeing how I'm already 3-1, reduced stop. Got stopped out. And then it went. Nothing I can do about that one. Fair enough. This one was an MCL idea, with the idea being, well, we zoomed out of this base or this multi-pivot line or area, and well, we had a double breakout, didn't we? One thing I'm paying attention to more and more, because I keep on missing it. Say there's an area that I'm paying attention to, and I'm looking to interact with it in some fashion. Well, notice right here when bam, bam, this refreshed the area. So this is telling me this is where the area, this is where the buyers were, evidently. Therefore, I don't have to wait till this general area gets broken because we have a refresh of the line. Zoom, entry. And this would be the double breakout. Yeah, you could use this as a double breakout right here, or just simple effort reverse, boom, because this is an interesting area because price, you know, alley-ooped it essentially. Zoom, exit, bam, right to there. Okay, great. August 2nd. So what's this one? Oh, this is no fill. Okay, so this is some sort of idea. I guess I wasn't paying attention to it. No, I was not. What's this trade? Well, here's a swing. Here's the true level, right? Again, similar to the chart we just viewed. Price is oscillating around it. Comes back to it. Boom, boom, boom. I wasn't keen on taking this trade because... Why? Oh, we're running into that gap. Oh yeah, I didn't zoom it. Like, Came back here, guess I could have went long here, but zoom, it was a wash of this price action that I was interested in. So it breaks and fall into, bam, just a year already 3 to 1. Interesting. Say if I was looking for a new low, the fact that I went to 3 to 1, I would have been at break even, then it would have stopped me out at break even anyways. So yeah, interesting. All right, so this one I was looking at a one. Did I not? Okay, for some reason I didn't take the picture of the chart, but I can just tell you what happened there. Breakout range, broke out of it with not the greatest amount of goose. Well, no, look, zoom, blah, 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 come back down, and it was dancing around, and I saw this as a wash. So just kind of poked it. This was the wash. I entered. I got stopped out. This ended up turning around, so it didn't really work out. What's this one? Right on. Okay, again, this is in a previous review, I did make note of trading the gaps. Why? Well, gaps get tested. And what happened? Well, capped here. This is where you kind of expect it to go, right? You're waiting. Zoom, boom, comes back down. Entry could be right here. Why? Well, LSB, true level. And it went all the way up here. So that's another trade. Potentially missed. This one. Okay, I thought that was the different chart. Okay, so what's this one? Well, we have a swing, washed it. And that was the idea behind the bigger context. And then on the smaller scale, we swapped here. You see this kind of gap down, boom, swap, entry right there. Entered on the subtle swing. Why do I have my risk to reward drawn like that? Oh, I guess if I were to draw it right on. Well, look, I entered like this and it didn't work out. Alternatively, you could have put the stop there. I didn't. Enter on the right side entry. Seems fair enough. I just got stopped out. So nothing I can do about that one. Played it the way I did. Of course, you could enter it right side entry, left side entry directly and it would have been fine. So just eyeballing it, entry, didn't work out. This one, this was similar to the MES trade, very similar. Again, true level, comes back, boom, boom, boom. One line balance, entry, shorts, back down to here, comfortably 3 to 1. There's that. I'm not very comfortable with these types of trades just yet. I don't know why. Just not taking them. All right, this one. Following this blue swing. Thinking it's going to get repeated. It looked like a wash. Frankly, I don't know about that. Because these pivots threw them down. I know what my thinking was at the time. This, I think the difference, it's pretty subtle. Say if the market did this for a bit. I think that's what I was trying to play. Because right now, the market, in this chart, the market was playing nicely with swings, like very easy swings. We weren't ranging. It's going down, So the market to pay attention to, the action to pay attention to is just the absolute highs and lows of the swings. In this case, what happened? It didn't break it. If this was ranging right here, it was playing back and forth. Say if it were to break there, well, if these sellers or these buyers were buying it, these are the sellers that took over, right? These beat who was trying to defend? The buyers, or they're trying to defend right there. At what point did the sellers take over? Right here. Therefore, if we're looking for an effort reversed, the most recent effort reverse is right there. Whereas with this price action, the market was swinging, and yeah, it's a gap. I think that's the distinction I have to make. Distinction is swings versus ranges. Interesting. Was there a way to play the short? Not really. Yeah, there was no really short in there. Does that bring me back to the start of this? No. And I don't think we're back yet. Okay, so this one, market was up. Trying to go long? Huh? It was short. Okay. So overall, the market was up. And to me, there was potential to go back down to here. So I thought there was enough room to take the short. I took it based on that one and it did not work out. I think I'm fine with this one. You know, still room down to here. Didn't work out. So there you go. And we're back to the start. Okay, so that'll be it for this week. We went over a few trades. Well, quite a bit of trades actually. All the trades of the past month of August. I'll try to go back on the reviews. I'm not going to promise anything too crazy, but this is a type of grounding that's required for trading, some sort of review process. And although it's not the most in-depth look into the market, it's still something, right? There's also the review process that you go over your past trades, and you go over the stats, and you look for something very specific in the market. So back testing, I do that every once in a while as well. But this review, I think it's while simple, it helps gain some sort of consistency. There's good insights. All right, guys, that'll be it for this week. Till next time, guys. Adios.